FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
You know, there's another war that's been going on for a good many years, but especially since the early 70s. We have spent hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars on this particular war, but it's been war on American citizens more than it's been a war to change these conditions. And that is the war on drugs, which has been a complete, total failure. The war on drugs has led us to a condition where the states pass laws that say that if you happen to be ill, you are sick, you're getting chemotherapy, you have AIDS, and you get benefit by smoking marijuana, and the law permits you to do it, which should be permissible in a republic. No, the federal government actually arrests sick people in the name of compassionate conservatism and putting people in prison. But some say, well, it's dangerous. You might do other things, and there's a danger to you on what you do with your own body. Yeah, you know, I made a comment once in a speech on the House floor. I said, yes, some of the strongest drug warriors in Washington, D.C. rant and rave about the possibility of a sick person using marijuana for their illness at the same time. But guess what? They have no hesitation to imbibe in that drug called alcohol, a more dangerous drug. But the drug war has caused us to do so many foolish things. Not only it's a violation of freedom of choice and taking your own risks, it violates the concept of states' rights and state legislation, but it also has done something rather weird in many ways. This whole idea, and it's only recent, it's in the lifetime of many of us here. It was the first federal law against the use of marijuana occurred in 1937, I believe. 1937, before that, people did use that. States had right to regulate, but it's a recent onset. But during the war, it was important that a related plant to marijuana called hemp was used. They were encouraged to grow it. It was useful in the war effort. You can make clothes and medical problems and food products out of hemp. But we are obsessed and confused. And what does the federal government do? If you go out and plant hemp plants, you're going to go to jail. What's going on? And they'll tell you, oh no, it's a drug. Somebody might smoke it. But you know what? To get high on a hemp cigarette, the cigarette has to be big as a telephone pole. This is a very, very serious issue. And the last thing I ever want to leave anybody with is that I think drugs are safe. I think drugs are very dangerous. I think illegal drugs, the ones that are currently illegal, are very, very dangerous, and we should be very cautious about it. But I also, as a physician, recognize of the great danger of prescription drugs. What about the government mandating mental health testing for all our school kids? And when they run these pilot programs, they find that 10% of our students really need help with these psychotropic drugs. That's the kind of drug regulation that we need. We need to stop that. But this whole issue of hemp is rather fascinating, not only in the idea of personal choices and states' rights, but also the stupid complications that come from it. So what do? We talk about our energy problems, and we do because government's too much involved. They subsidize one form of energy and they prohibit the other form of energy. They put roadblocks in front of nuclear energy, and then they go and subsidize raising corn to make ethanol, which doesn't make any economic sense. Now, the Brazilians know how to make ethanol from sugarcane, and they can actually sell us ethanol made in Brazil cheaper than we can make it from corn in this country. But what happens? We put a tariff on it to punish you, so you have to pay more for it.